Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and a warm welcome to this, the second Rangers CEO Fan Forum. First of all, a very big thank you to everyone for coming along tonight, and over the next 90 minutes, you'll have the chance to quiz and hear a number of updates from our panel on the topics of your choice.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming along this evening. It's our second Fan Forum, so great to see so many of you here this evening. Looking forward to the conversation, looking forward to your questions.
First, I want to welcome everybody, and I'm really grateful that we have a lot of fans and a lot of people are passionate. You see it every second you come in the city or you come in somewhere around the club and in the club. So I'm really happy that I made this choice.
I appreciate you don't have a magic wand, but how do you instill that mentality going forward?
To be honest, to be yourself, I think. I love to win. I do everything to win.
And James, one of the big themes that has come up in over a number of months, and again through the questions that were submitted, was around singing sections and safe standing. Are you able to give an update on those two important matters?
What we are doing is continuing to engage. Greg and my other colleagues have had a number of collaboration sessions with different supporters, particularly those that might be in areas of the stadium that we might consider as options for relocating the singing section. And I must say that no decision has been taken yet. It will be taken to the main board and to the chairman with a recommendation from us as an executive team and as a management team, and what we believe is right.
Clearly, from a financial angle, the sustainability of the football club and UEFA club monitoring rules and licensing rules are becoming more and more front and centre to how we need to operate and how we need to run the club. So from our perspective, we've just recently went through the UEFA submission process, and all of our metrics are in order, and we're actually well ahead of schedule.
Now, Krim, you're obviously rather new to the club. Can you maybe give us an overview of your commercial strategy and maybe some of the changes that can be expected in the next months or years?
Whether it be partnerships or marketing, but revenue-focused activities, the first principle is always fan first. You know, if we are going to introduce new products or propositions, it absolutely needs to be cognizant of, you know, bringing value to the fan base, whether that's experiences or, you know, any other types of opportunities we might see. That's the first kind of core principle that I'm really focused on with the team. The second is unequivocally for us to be performing and acting and delivering as a best-in-class sports organisation globally. My background is the Premier League. I've also been fortunate enough to work with some of the biggest teams in Europe, and I think, you know, for us as a department, but us as a business, the business side of the football club, you know, there is a lot that we can always learn from the industry, and, you know, focusing on processes, ensuring that, for example, when we talk to potential new partners, you know, being able to really articulate how powerful this football club is.
One that always comes up, lots of questions on the ticketing website. David, perhaps you can maybe give us an update there.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a project that's well underway. The intention and the expectation is that we'll have that live for supporters well in advance of season ticket renewal time next year.
And just actually before we move to the floor, one thing we haven't mentioned, it would be remiss of us, is the women's team, Craig, and the massive impact already that Jo Potter and her staff have made so far this season.
The women's team will be fantastic this season. They're the only undefeated team in the league to date. We had a change of management within the summer, so Malky Thompson worked previously and did fantastic with the women's programme. We brought in Jo Potter and Jade. They've come in and just added real value to the programme, and you can see that on the pitch and the quality that's happening on the pitch. We're in the process of appointing a women's managing director as well to really drive and lead in that area both on and off the pitch, and again really supported by the executive team here as well, because it's at the forefront of our thinking to really enhance and develop the women's programme at the club. You'll see that in some of our player contracts as well. We've been quite aggressive there and going in early. Some of our number one assets and players that we have in the building. but we're really excited about where we are from the women's programme, and we do think it's going to go from strength to strength.
Will the club still be requesting the tickets for the Old Firm game in the new year?
Yeah, so I'll take the second part of your question first. The answer is yes, we'll be requesting the tickets for the away Old Firm game on the 30th of December. It will... Thank you. It will therefore likely be a matter for the SPFL board or the rest of the boards to determine, but we believe we should have Rangers supporters at that game. We believe there should be away fans at all matches.
We recently made some wholesale changes to the scout department, with us moving towards data and video analysis, just to see if we can get an update on how that's going.
What we've done in terms of the processes and the way that the team work, we've stripped it back to make sure that our first touch point in terms of player identification is video and data, and that's what informs our live scouting decisions. Whereas historically, a more traditional scouting approach would have been a lot of live scouting, going out and watching games with the eye and putting reports back. That isn't necessarily effective or optimal in terms of getting the maximum reach and mapping of the market.
It's just refining our processes and being far more efficient with where we send scouts to go to. So when we do live scouting, we know it before we go there that this player might be close to being right for Rangers, instead of actually getting there when he's not for Rangers straight away. We want to be at that game knowing he meets a whole number of our credentials, and then it's that finer bit when the live scouting does become really important. So it's getting the balance of both, but actually at the front end it's more videos, more data, and then live scouting at the end.
Folks, thank you very much everyone for your attendance this evening. The fan engagement and customer service teams remain available at the rear of the room for any additional questions that you may have, but once again, thank you for coming along tonight.